It's in the game. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. On the visiting sideline, there you see Packer head coach Matt LaFleur. His guys made a statement last week, winning in blowout fashion. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he'll go down as this drive will start up the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort, 19 carries, 109 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
That one good for 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36.
56.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Packers.
Now Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
First and goal at the 4-yard
line. Walker will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Bears, nothing.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass. They didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
He'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. You look at this Packers defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now they just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up. We'll soon find out.
First down. First and 10 at the 20.
On first, they'll go back to Wilson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
23 yards. That's another Bears first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
10-yard line.
180.
Moore, the man in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Touchdown! Colston Loveland. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught left side, Burden. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
They're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He's got this complete to Burden. And he'll take this. All the way down to the 15-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Wilson sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. McPherson on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're not up at 14. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packers offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
95 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Packers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone tried to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
It's caught downfield. It's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Allen going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Allen. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Kelsey out in the slot right. Here's Walker. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Kenneth Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers have moved out in front. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
180.
More the motion man. A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. They'll set up to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this one will be brought back to the 22. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now 2nd and 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Smith
from 21 yards away.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now McManus for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Pass caught by Burden. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 4 receivers in the formation here for a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. So halftime is upon us, and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. Down the sideline he goes.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he completes it to Wilson.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 113 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And going right back to Walker. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 6.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Allen going to run with it. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, Allen. That is caught at the 7. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
14. McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They go play action with Hurts. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Wilson. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. With a contact, well time there. And now 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Go, set. And anyway.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 65 yards. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Allen going to run with it. Down the right sideline. He may go. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with
other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
At the 35-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick slant, caught by Moore. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Hurts.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
146 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Walker. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard gain. That's another Packers first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. On play action, Allen. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Packers.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Allen off the bootleg. And Walker has it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. The partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly,